we take you on an incredible journey through one of the most iconic moments in world history, the conquest of Constantinople by the Ottoman Empire, led by Sultan Mehmet II, also known as Sultan Muhammad al-Fatih. This victory in 1453 marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the beginning of a new era. But before we dive in, let us set the stage with the prophecy, one that foretold this conquest long before it happened. In the early days of Islam, Prophet Muhammad PBUH made a prophecy, "Verily, you shall conquer Constantinople. What a wonderful leader will her conqueror be, and what a wonderful army will that army be." This statement lit a fire in the hearts of Muslims for centuries. But it wasn't until 1453 that this prophecy was fulfilled. Attempts were made by dynasties like the Umayyads, Abbasids, and others, but the city's massive walls held strong. The city remained unconquered, and many believed it was impenetrable. Enter the Ottomans, a rising force in the world. The empire was established by Osman Gazi, a warrior whose descendants would go on to become some of the most formidable rulers in history. The empire steadily grew under his leadership and that of his successors. But it was Sultan Mehmet II, the seventh Ottoman Sultan, who would achieve what no one else could: capture Constantinople. Young Sultan Mehmet II and his vision 330–430. Sultan Mehmet II, born in 1432 to Sultan Murad II, was raised in an environment that instilled him with the ambition to fulfill the prophecy. Even as a young boy, he showed exceptional intelligence and strategic brilliance. His father, Sultan Murad, made sure that Mehmet was trained in the arts of war, statecraft, and religion. The idea of capturing Constantinople was deeply embedded in him, so much so that his name, Mehmet, was given to him in honor of Prophet Muhammad. When Sultan Murad passed away in 1451, Mehmet ascended to the throne at the age of 19. Upon assuming power, he immediately began preparing for the greatest conquest of his time, Constantinople. He knew this wouldn't be an easy feat. The city's walls were legendary, and the Byzantine Empire, though weakened, had the support of Western powers like Venice and Genoa. However, Sultan Mehmet II was a visionary leader. He began by securing his empire from potential rebellions and fortifying his armies. He also established key alliances, amassing a powerful military force, including state-of-the-art cannons designed by a Hungarian engineer named Urban. These massive cannons were capable of breaching even the thickest walls. The stage was set in 1453. On April 6, Sultan Mehmet II began the siege of Constantinople. His forces, numbering approximately 80,000 men, faced the Byzantine defenders who had fewer than 10,000 soldiers. The Byzantine Emperor, Constantine XI, knew that the odds were against him. For over 50 days, the Ottomans laid siege to the city. Mehmet employed a multifaceted strategy, including direct assaults on the city walls, cutting off supply lines, and deploying his navy to block any external aid. One of the most iconic moments of the siege came when Sultan Mehmet II ordered the construction of a large rampart, from which he could bombard the city walls with his massive cannons. On May 29, 1453, the final assault was launched. After weeks of relentless pressure, the great walls of Constantinople were breached. Ottoman forces stormed the city, and the Byzantine Empire's reign came to a dramatic end. The emperor himself died defending his city, marking the fall of a 1,000-year-old empire. Sultan Mehmet II, now known as Mehmet the Conqueror, entered the city with great reverence. He rode his horse to the Hagia Sophia, one of the most revered churches of Christendom, and ordered that it be transformed into a mosque, signifying the triumph of Islam over the Byzantine Empire. The city was renamed Istanbul, and it became the new capital of the Ottoman Empire. For centuries to come, it would be a beacon of Islamic civilization, trade, and culture. The conquest of Constantinople was more than just a military victory. It was the fulfillment of a centuries-old prophecy, the end of the Byzantine Empire, and the rise of the Ottoman Empire as a global superpower. Sultan Mehmet II's legacy as the conqueror was cemented in history. Under his rule, Istanbul became a melting pot of cultures, religions, and ideas, setting the stage for the Ottoman Empire's golden age. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through history. The story of Constantinople's conquest is one of faith, determination, and brilliance. Sultan Mehmet II's victory in 1453 marked a turning point in history, and his legacy lives on to this day. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the conquest of Constantinople, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating historical content. And let us know in the comments which historical event you'd like us to cover next.